Happy Monday, everyone. How are you today? I want to say a couple of big thank yous before I start because, first of all, Mark, We Are Not Machines, sent a lovely review on my podcast. I got my first ever review on my podcast. And I can't tell you that feeling, when you put something out into the world and someone says something nice, it's like, yay! And we are like that as artists, aren't we? When we put art out into the world, we just want a response, a positive response. Sometimes it's not always about making people happy. Sometimes it's making people feel something, a positive experience. So thank you to Mark for leaving me my first ever review on my podcast. And I also wanted to say a big thank you to Emily Pithen, who sent me this in the post. It's so adorable. And it actually made me cry when I got this in the post. So Emily is a cartoonist, but I think she's in that realm of finding her voice, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And she joined my Hub membership, which is a membership for helping people make art their living. And Emily sent me this lovely card and she said, Emily joins the Hub. And that's how it feels. Jumping off a cliff. And this was a image that she created a while ago. She sent me this lovely card. And the image on the front, if you're listening to the podcast, is her jumping off a cliff with her eyes covered up. And because I've spoken before about how we lose our confidence as we go along in life, and we have a confidence bucket, and the confidence bucket, when we become confident, never stays confident. We never keep it full. There's a hole at the bottom. And she sent me a lovely message anyway to say that this represents the confidence pot. And she's written the most lovely things on it. And it's my way of looking at that and always filling up my confidence bucket, which is just so lovely. And just a big shout out to Emily. Thank you so much for that. And also goes back to how art is so powerful and can be so touching, and it's so lovely. It makes you feel so much. And even that image alone, it says so much, doesn't it, about how we're feeling as people when we're going out of our comfort zone, doing something that's scary. An image of someone jumping off a cliff with their eyes closed. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, really, was that feeling of being terrified to step into who we are as people and who we are as an artist. And we are running the Kickstart Your Art Challenge that starts on Friday. And what I'm seeing, and by the way, we had thousands of people signed up. It's so exciting. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people from around the world taking part, which shows there's a need right now for us to kickstart our art and come together as well as a big group from around the world. But what happens is when I see people signing up, I start to see the fear in people. And the questions come such as, I can't stick to 5 minutes a day, or I'm really a beginner. Is it for this kind of art? Can I do this? And they're all valid questions, don't get me wrong, but I can see the fear in people already before they've even begun. So if you're new around here, and I just want to reassure you that as far as we, United Art Space, that's me and all the lovely members inside our community, all the people that show up and listen, all the people that support what we do, are non-judgmental, and we believe there's a place for everybody in the art world. Everyone was a beginner at some point, and what we want to help you do is alleviate that fear and all the categories. I see people trying to pigeonhole themselves into a category. Am I this? Am I that? And I see other art groups, no disrespect to any other art groups, by the way, but some groups, have lots of rules about you can only apply if you're this, or you're this, or you're ticking this box, or you're this. And it starts to make people really question where they fit and, do I belong here? And is it okay for me to do this? And And that can be really restrictive and really creating a big block in our creative minds. And so, what we want to do over the next couple of weeks is get rid of all the rules, get rid of all the terminology, get rid of everything. It's just about you finding what you like as an artist, as a person, connecting, seeing in this crazy world we're living in. I mean, today I'm turning up here with soaking wet hair. I'm half dressed. No, I am dressed, sorry. I'm not half dressed. I am fully dressed. But I'm half ready, is what I meant to say. um because it's crazy, like life is crazy right now. There's so much going on, and luckily we're not homeschooling this week. Kids are on half term, but it I think because they're on half term, it's even crazier. So what happens is we don't have time to think about ourselves. We don't have time to think about what inspires us. I don't know because I'm trying to sort out the kids and actually just find time to dry my hair today. So in all of this, it's about reconnecting again. And the challenge that starts on Friday, if you want to take part, you don't have to, is all about just carving out 10 minutes a day to reconnect again. And that's all it takes is 10 minutes a day. If you want to spend more than 10 minutes, absolutely. But 10 minutes, if you can create that habit of 10 minutes daily, that's what we're trying to do here is create the habit again. Because when life takes over and we get sucked into all the things, we get taken away from that habit of looking, actually really seeing, connecting with something that isn't about the dishes, something that isn't about the kids or the family or where do I need to be or what am I going to do in the future because everything's so terrible. It's looking at what is beautiful in the world, what excites me, and 10 minutes a day just to see and respond. And it gets really exciting because you start to find yourself again as a person. And this is what it's all about being an artist. It's about you, your individual reason for making art in the first place and getting really connected with that and what it's all about. And that's what we're excited to start doing over the next few weeks if you're joining us for Kickstart Your Art. But if you're not joining us, it's still important to be mindful of just carving out that little bit of time where you're connecting with yourself and the art that you're making. And why does it matter to you? And what are you drawn to? And one other thing that I wanted to say as we're talking about this is this whole comparing to other people as well. So when you start to enter a group like ours, and it's really inspiring because there's so many different artists. But what happens is you start to see other artists doing something. And sometimes it can be really inspiring and sometimes it can be crippling. And you start to look at them and you start to think, oh, I might as well just give up now. I might as well just give up. I'm never going to be like them. Or there's no way I can post my artwork in this group. They're going to think I'm pathetic. I can go on and on and on with all the things that people are probably feeling. And one of the biggest things that you can do as a person, I'm speaking from my own experience now and what's helped me, of course, is the ability to nip in the bud as soon as you start to compare yourself because it is so damaging and it can block you. And I've seen time and time again over the years when I've worked with artists where they start to find something they love and then they'll see someone else doing something and it crushes them because they start to get in their own heads about how they'll never be that good or I'm now just looking silly and why am I doing this? Why am I bothering? Who do I think I am? And they stop or they go in a different direction. It's like, no, no, no. So you need to own where you're at and you need to just focus on your own journey. Your journey is your journey. I've got a flask that says that, as simplistic as it is. It's so true. Your journey is your journey. Doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It's okay to be inspired by people and learn from others. But the more you can just bring it back to that this is my journey, this is where I am right now, this is what I love, this is what I want to practice more of. And when you keep bringing it back to that and quieten the noise of everything else and opinions and what everyone else is doing, because quite often you're comparing your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 25, and they were probably right where you were years, months, who knows, before, feeling exactly the same. So, and we all feel it. It's normal. That's why I'm talking about it today, because I can see it. It's so normal for people to compare themselves. I still do it now. I'll see people doing what I do, helping artists, and I see they've got all the fancy kit. They've managed to dry their hair. They've, they've you know, they just do things so differently. And it's easy for me to start thinking, who am I? Who am I to turn up like this? But I do, because it's who I am and I'm not going to change that. And it's taken me a long time to get to this point, though. When I first started out, I didn't feel that way. The more you can be yourself, the more you can just be authentic, tap into who you are as a person, honor that, own it, and delve into more of you, the better. You'll be happier. So it's all about accepting yourself. And thank you, Emily, for reminding me of that as well. And if you are taking part in Kickstart, that's what we want you to do. Get all the rules out the window. Doesn't matter what type of artist you are. This is suitable for any kind of artist because it's tapping into who you are and what you're drawn to. So the art challenge is written with little prompts each day to really get you starting to think about looking around you. So it's applicable to anybody. It really doesn't matter what type of art you make. It is focused on visual arts. That's where I focus, visual arts, 2D, 3D, sculpture, digital, chocolate. We have a chocolate artist. Evelyn Day is our chocolate artist. So bear those things in mind. I've thrown a lot at you in a short space of time, but one is, for the next few weeks at least, get rid of the rules. Doesn't matter whether you're a watercolorist or a oil painter, a cartoonist, a sculptor. Just be an artist, even if you don't feel like an artist. That's what you are now. You're making art. Just for the next couple of weeks, just release all the labels. And when you enter this space with other people, I don't want you to compare yourself with others. I want you to say to yourself, my journey is my journey, and this is where I'm at right now. Because I've seen so many artists transform just in a few months when they really connect with who they are. Their art has gone from here in their eyes to up here so quickly as well. So your journey is your journey. Release all labels, release all rules, and carve out those 10 minutes, those 10 glorious minutes. And if you can't find 10 minutes a day, then I don't know how to help you. And it's easier, and I'm saying that flippantly because I know how hard it is to carve out 10 minutes. But when we emphasize that I need to find those 10 minutes, it's important, it's for me. And is that earlier in the morning? Is it in an evening when everyone's gone to bed? But what you'll find is when you carve out those 10 minutes, after a week, you'll crave those 10 minutes. If something happens in a day and you haven't had those 10 minutes, your 10 minutes, your brain will miss them and you'll go, hold on, we haven't had those 10 minutes today. And you'll be like, I need those 10 minutes. I need those 10 minutes. And that's what we want to aim towards throughout this art challenge that we're doing together. Happy Monday. So I'm going to head to the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you all? Let's have a look. Hello, David. Yes, the other day when you said it wouldn't let you in, I'm not sure why that is, because I don't have to accept you in. But sometimes when we put the link out, it gives you a preview and you have to press a button that says watch this video. I don't know. I don't understand Facebook very well. Hello, everyone. Positive vibes for a wonderful week, Joanne. Yes. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you all here. Yeah, it's a lovely the confidence bucket. Yes. Hello, Zena's new here. Hi, Zena. Just found your page and this live. Amazing. Welcome. Looking forward to finding out more and getting creative again. Nice to have you here. Mary's new here. Hi, Mary. Lovely to have you here. Very, very informal, welcoming, lovely group of people we are. Hey, Renelle. Nice to see you here. Hello, Charlie. I keep opening my empty sketchbook for Kickstart Your Art. Want to start now? Well, actually, that's just reminded me of an email I'll send you all about that first page, because sometimes that first page can be daunting and you're like, "Ooh." So you've just reminded me of something that I need to send out. But I'm glad you're eager to start. Yay, Julie's confidence bucket is starting to fill again. Thank you to Michelle and the Seven Keys and the lovely hubsters. I'm so glad to hear it. I warn you, Michelle is a hard task-based master. David's been in my community now for from the beginning. So I've been running this for 5 years. It's our birthday in April. We're having a big, big event, very exciting event in April. And David has been around for all that time from the very beginning. Hello, Julianne from Scotland, complete beginner, head full of ideas, no idea how to get them out. We're going to help with that, don't worry. Hello, Linda from Australia. It's 10 p.m. Don't worry, if you don't get your sketchbook in time for Friday, then just scrap pieces of paper. Don't let anything stop you. This is the thing with this art challenge. Nothing is going to get in your way. You can literally do this art challenge with a tea bag, a piece of scrap paper, an envelope that's just come through the door, a piece of newspaper. You know, this is the whole purpose. It's like nothing is going to get in your way. You don't need that sketchbook. So I'm glad you said that as well. I'm glad I clarified that. I don't know why I said that. Half dressed. Oh. What time does it start? Good question. I don't know. It's usually around this time, 11 a.m. I'll probably send the email out about this time on Friday. Yeah. Oh, Julie, you've been putting customers off and you don't know why. Just sit with that and just maybe journal that. Why am I turning customers away? Why? Hello, welcome. So yeah, trying to reconnect with my creativity. Yay, it'll be great. Oh, here's Emily's on as well. Hello, Emily. Thanks for sharing the part. You're so welcome. Hi, everyone. There's a little description there, and you might want to go and follow Emily. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So, Mary, you'll get everything if you're referring to the Kickstart challenge. Everything's emailed to you and it'll be posted on this page and in our groups as well. You won't miss it. We'll make sure it's plastered everywhere. But email is the best place to check because that's where it goes first, your email. And this is also another point to remember is that everyone is so much better than me, but they're not because how do I explain this? Art is so subjective. Like these two things here. How do you do this straight? I can never get my angles right. You know, very, very, very different. None is better than the other. It's so subjective. You might think this one is better. I might think this one's better. And you'll put a panel of people, you could have 100 people in a room, and everyone will have a different opinion on which one is better. Some people will be looking at it from a technical point of view and how it's been composed and are there a variation in marks and all of that, which is one way of viewing art, and it's not wrong or right, it's just a way. And then someone might look at this and really connect with the feeling and the meaning and not interested in anything else, just that. And that's what we've got to remember is that's your view of everyone is better than you, but that's your view. What about everybody else's view? And that's what we bring it back to. It's find your voice and find your people that connect. And that's it. So no, I want you to reframe that statement. Everyone is so much better than me. No, they're not. It's invalid. Saying it with love, of course. Um, and yeah, and this is where we want to really want to help you because Bex is saying here, yeah, my confidence is so fragile. Yeah, and it's this process, when you can start to accept who you are and it's taken me a long time to just show one of my work in progress pieces with you that I'm not happy with because of that feeling. It's like, oh, because it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this video, where I went and checked my podcast and I've been checking it to see if anyone's given me a review because you want a positive response. We all want that. It's human instinct. We want to have a positive response. Some people crave a negative response, but on the whole, we are craving a positive response. And that's why it matters so much, and that's why our confidence can be fragile. And this is why we've created this safe space, because the more you can accept who you are, where you're at, and grow into that without being criticized along the way and judged, the more you'll flourish. So, oh, Sue, I felt exactly like this. My paints were out and I put them away. Get them back out. Julie, thank you. This is my journey. I want you all to say it. Say it out loud now. This is my journey. It is. And it's so beautiful when you start to look at it that way. You're where you're at in your life and you've had experiences and you feel and you see things in a certain way and you accept them and tune into where you want to go and what art you want to make, keeping it so simple. Yeah, and this is a great point from Sean. You didn't see the first one they did, which was probably all over the place and terrible, and they were probably feeling exactly the same way. Sharon says this, she creates a lot of work before she puts out a finished piece into the world. Such a great point. Oh, Kath, thank you so much. I'm going to spread terrible rumors about myself now. Yeah, love this, Karen. I focus and on let go and enjoy. It's the process, not the end product. Yes, that's exactly what we want to work on for now. Oh, yes. And when you meet Sharon, because some of you might not have met Sharon yet, she's even more laid back than I am. She's literally horizontal and she's like one of the loveliest people ever. And she's we're so in sync because we both want the same in the arts. She's a professional full-time artist, so she's living the artist life, making, selling. I'm helping people make a living, but we both share this passion for helping artists and share everything that we know. And we work well together because she's well in the making side and I'm in the other side and of marketing and selling and people helping people find their voice and things like that. But she's so lovely. She's so lovely. And she's going to be joining me with the Kickstart. So you'll absolutely love her. Oh, thank you, Leah. Thank you so much for your Monday motivation. Last week was terrible for me personally, and I started to get really negative about my work. Draw for fun. Yes. Thank you, everyone. I'm just seeing all the lovely comments. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back in and reply to you all individually. Oh, yes, Mary, take a picture before you tear it up so you can see the inevitable progress. And yeah, and I would say don't rip it up. Or if you're going to rip it up, use it in something. See, Kate says, absolutely. I wish I'd learned to be myself years ago. It's the best gift we can give ourselves. Yeah, and you're right. Emily says the person who's at chapter 5 is also feeling the fear because it never goes away. You're always growing as a person. Like I now had this morning. I've started to work on some things behind the scenes in United Art Space. It's scary, and I can feel the butterflies in my tummy and the fears coming in because I'm pushing myself out my comfort zone, and it never goes away. And I've got a mentor who is right at the top of his game. He's not an artist, but he works in software, and he helps people set up membership sites. He does work with a lot of artists, but he earns millions. Like his business turns over, I think, 10 million. And he's got all these successful things. He still feels the fear, and he's writing a book and he said, I'm terrified. Got all the fear and the feels. And it's the same for anyone in life because it's a human instinct. The fear is there to protect us. We just learn how to use it or feel it and not let it get in our way, I think. I'm just seeing all the comments. You're also amazing. Yeah, Karen says, I'm just starting to play and it's fabulous. Yeah, Catherine took Make Your Mark. Yeah, so Kickstart Your Art is the prep for Make Your Mark. You don't have to join Make Your Mark course, but Catherine did it. I remember Catherine, and this is going to be my last story, and then I'll go. I remember Catherine taking the Make Your Mark course, and she was struggling because she didn't have time. She's got kids, and she was like, I just don't have time to do the exercises, and so we simply just said, okay, I'll never forget this. I said, just go and do this one exercise. I can't remember what it was. Go and do this one exercise and come back tomorrow and show us. And she was like, okay. And that day, within an hour, she took a photograph and she did the exercise, and she was doing it in the kitchen while she was cooking dinner. And she was like, I just did it. And sometimes, and I'm not saying that we're not busy, but sometimes we use the stories of I've got too much to do and I can't do it because of this and I can't do it because of that. And they are stories because we're actually afraid to take that first step or afraid to take the leap, and we're telling ourselves these stories. But if we really want to do something, we can carve out the time. We will find those 10 minutes if we really want to do it. And sometimes it's something else that's scaring us, that's stopping us. And Catherine, I remember then, Catherine now, her artwork is phenomenal. It was back then, but she's grown so much as a person and as an artist. And joined the hub as a beginner and was totally out of her comfort zone. And I absolutely salute you and applaud you, Catherine, for doing it anyway. You were terrified to be in our group, and I remember you saying, I just don't feel like I belong here. And look at you now. So it's been amazing to watch your journey, Catherine. So on that note, I'm going to head. I will put the link to the Kickstart Challenge if you want to take part. It will be at the top. And if you are a hub member, I will be back in the hub on Thursday for a live session with you on Thursday. And we will kickstart on Friday for those who are taking part. Very excited. I will be emailing you this week with some little pointers, and I'll chat to you all soon. Take care. Bye.